What's up, guys? Keep Trades. Today is August 7th, and we're going to go over a bit of a psychology educational day, as we did take some losses today, but we were able to recoup just nicely, right? Before we get into the psychology points, let's get right into the trades I took, and let's set the stage for the structure on the day that I was looking at, right? So understand that market has drew into, like, it's a daily fair value gap besides this wick, but it's there. It was just an opening gap. So understand that we're opened up here, right? In previous days low lies here. Right, again, all of these targets are called out in our pre-market plan, right? All these targets are called out here, right? All of these targets, all the short targets were hit, right? Previous day's low, all that's hit, but don't need to go too much into that. Just getting to set up our structure, right? And then we also have previous day's high coming in on the 4-hour, 4-hour fair value gap here, which is a nice narrative liquidity point. Coming on the 1-hour, this was really my play point here on the 1-hour. Right, so coming into the day, market open, we already knew that we've already ripped to the upside, right? And I wanted to see continuation higher, right? So I was comfortable looking at a long. As you can see, broke structure to the upside, left behind this fair value gap. Right, so I look for a bullish to form or a bearish to get inverse. Instead, we came back, swept out, broke structure here, right, confirmed by candle closure. So I see we're clearly respecting it. So I'm looking for the run higher, right? I looked for entries here and here, right? Sized in small, small, and then just got stopped out, right? And then we swept again, and then we tried again. Doesn't work out, right? Number one thing here is I am totally fine with this long trade as it's my plan. Right, and why did I size very small? Because look at the market action in the open. But the second re-entry is unacceptable, right? The market should have respected here and delivered higher. Because it did not do that, I should not be putting on another trade inside this whole consolidation range. I should be waiting for a move outside the range and then potentially look at something, right? So start off the day, taking 2 losses. Not upset about it because why? Right, this is my model. If you guys watch any of our YouTube videos, this is the exact model I look for, and it will win more than it loses. And guess what happens? We take a trade in the PM session, and it's the same trade, and it banks, right? So coming into that trade, right? So I take 2 losses, I get off, right? I'm off early, 7 o'clock. I've already taken 2 losses. I've wasted my trades. So I step off, and I recoup. And I come back at around 10:30 at the PM session. Coming on the 15-minute time frame, as you can already see, we have already slid through these 1-hour and 4-hour fair value gaps, right, while I was away. So now I know the likely narrative draw comes on the 1-hour, right? The likely narrative draw would be to fill this 1-hour imbalance, right? Sell side targets lower. And my real point is to see previous day's low, right? We took out previous day's high, failed to find buying through, rejected the daily once more. I want to see previous day's low. Now, as you can see, I called that out. End of day target was previous day's low. Right, coming on the 15-minute, right? Very simple model again. We're just sliding, respecting, and respecting, right? Fair value gaps here, fair value gaps here, right? Coming on the 1-minute, here's our trade, right? So I know there's narrative draw to fill this 1-hour imbalance, right? So we buy side swept into the 15. It's very, very tiny bullish, gets inverse, and we crack clear structure lower. Candle closure. So what's my point of entry? Like I said, look for a bullish to get inversed or a bearish to form. Bearish formed here. It's my point of entry short. Bow. Price target. Sell side low to fill into the 1-hour. Ended up taking some contracts off here. Let the break slide through. Full PT hit here. Proof of fills are posted on IG. And there's also a little take profit video, right? Very good quality trade. 21 point stop. First price target for 47. So 2-to-1. Price target 2 hits for 60. Right? So we take those 2 losses back there on very small size because of action. And we see much cleaner action, and we put a bit more size. Again, I did not put my full size on as I'm already at 0 for 2, but I put on about 75% relative to 50%. 75% of my size, and it hits nicely, and I'm nice and green. Came back from those 2 losses, and I'm green now. Right, and as you can see, testimonials. One of our members on his funded account, another $400, took the same trade, 428 profit on the day, right? Very nice stuff. And then market slid lower. And then I'm going to get into this scalp model. Again, it's the same trade, guys. It's the same stuff, right? 5-minute time frame. We've already slid lower. Yes, I should have left runners, but again, I'm not at my full size, so I didn't have enough contracts to run lower. But 5-minute fair value up. Here. All right, market draws back into it. What do I look for, guys? A bearish to get inversed or a bullish to form. Bullish, my fault. Bullish to get inverse or bearish to form, right? Bullish fair value up here. Close below. I got my re-entry here. Bow. Took profit here for a nice scalp. And now we're green on the day, right? That is how we positioned ourselves to win. We saw bad action in the AM, right? AM. Look at this action, very efficient deliveries, and look at the morning, choppy, right? Again, I'm upset with myself for taking the second trade. The first one I'm not mad at. I'm upset because I should not be looking for the efficient delivery when we just got stopped out on the same play, right? Clearly, we should not be inside this range. Wait for a move, what? Outside the range, and then we could look for a model, right? But I'm happy to capitalize on these, end off the day green, right? So now it's time for me to yap about my psychology, right? Number one thing, guys, is people get too caught up in individual outcomes. Every time I take a trade in the Discord, I said, here's our plan. It's set. I don't care what's going to happen. I do not care about individual outcome, guys, because I know that my strategy yields between a 75 to 85% win rate. So I'm winning more than I lose, number one, and I'm also winning at a very bigger level, over 2-to-1 here. This one over 2-to-1, right? So I know I have proper risk to reward. I know I have a quality win rate, right? So why would I not get scared about a loss? Because it's very simple. I know over the long run, if I keep taking this trade, I will produce profit. I will produce upward trajectory. So why should I give a fuck about taking losses? Losses happen, right? It's a part of the business. But what's important is that you stay composed, right? You don't care about the loss. I disregarded this loss, right? If you come to my chat room, I'm fully transparent with my guys. Look at 2 losses, shitty market action, all good, right? We were on 10 win over 10 win streak, right? So you're not going to win forever, right? First time we had a losing session since our launch, right? And then I come back composed. I execute a banger, proper size. I trust my edge delivers fully. Take another one, and we bounce back just like that, right? So number one thing I like to teach my members is do not care about individual outcomes, because play statistics. Trading is statistics. If I take this trade, I know that on average, I'll win 18 out of the 20 trades I take. Those 2 losses will get eaten up by proper risk to reward and by trusting your edge and by a profitable strategy that's been back tested, right? Very simple. That's how we come back for our losses, right? I'm not saying we won't, but we have yet to have a true losing day in the Discord. It'll happen. There will be a day where we take a loss and then the market just does this the rest of the day. We never get a trade. There will be that time. But what's important is that we stay here, not caring about my trades, knowing that if I keep executing with proper size, proper risk to reward, trusting my edge, I'll be profitable, right? That's what I have for you guys today. How we take losses, how we come back strong, how we disregard, how we trust our edge. But thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing more of you guys in Discord. We are at about 80%, 82% win rate. I think on average, we take 6 wins for every 1 loss. Pretty good. But thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.